Hey guys, it's your best boxing friends. I'm Kelsey. This is Rachel. I just want to take a second to kind of apologize to viewers yesterday. If you watched yesterday's show, you know that I had a neck beard. And I don't know what happened. I've never been a fan of neck beards, but I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
I don't even know what that is. So.
Neck beard?
Yeah.
It's when like you got like hair, just like beard down here on your neck.
Isn't that what a beard does? No?
Well, that's why you trim it up there.
Oh.
You know, the next thing you know, I'd have neck beard and a mullet, and then I don't know what happens from there. I don't really want to know. Anyway, Today's big news is no news at all. It's more forecasting. Rachel, you want to see Rachel's favorite fighter, according to some of our loyal viewers, Canelo Alvarez. Who do you want to see him fight next?
Well, there's been a lot of speculation, right? Because there's not much else going on. So in January, we have to speculate about who's going to fight Cinco de Mayo weekend, and it should be Canelo.
Well, we used to call it, in our house at least, Cinco de Mayweather weekend.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, who should Canelo fight next? There's reports out there about him fighting Murata in Japan, and I was like,
Ryoto Murata. He's a Japanese middleweight who signed a Top Rank, but he's middleweight, right? And then Canelo just fight at like heavyweight.
Right, like at first he seemed too small, and then it also seemed like unless there's a huge reason to market yourselves to like that audience.
Yeah, I think Canelo said one of his dreams was, for some reason, fighting in Japan, but really it's one of his dreams is expanding his market reach to Japan. I think it's more probably you want to go and fight Japan.
A personal goal, but yeah, it just seemed odd to me because I don't feel like Canelo's at a point in his career where he needs to be taken like, you know what I mean? Like where you, like Pacquiao, I don't know, he can fight whoever he wants. Like.
Yeah, Pacquiao fought in China, remember?
It doesn't matter. But to me, Canelo's not there yet. I'm like, Canelo, like, I want to see you. Are you going to stay at light heavyweight? You're going to clear that out? There's other people to fight there. There's other people to fight in the weight classes all around you. So, what about...
I think the most likely ones that at least reported directly from Rachel, who's close to the Canelo camp, that is ESPN Mexico. She read it on ESPN Mexico. Their website said that he's either going to choose BJ Saunders or Callum Smith. Both of those guys have legitimate world titles at 168 pounds. Both of them have looked really good in the past. Both of them didn't look super great in their last fight. So when you told me that, and I thought about, I will say, for me, Kelsey, who likes historical achievements, I want Canelo to fight one of those two guys next because just to make his PR true in that he keeps saying that he's this, I don't remember, maybe the fourth Mexican fighter from Mexico.
To win like a
fourth fighter from Mexico to win a title in 4 different weight classes.
Yeah.
And he lists 168, one of them. Well, nah, you won the secondary title at 168 when you beat Rocky Fielding. You didn't win the real 168 pound there, so you really haven't won a title there, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'd like to see him grab one of those if he can. I like both of those fighters, Saunders and Smith.
Well, they're both larger fighters. So, like, when I saw Canelo at, compared to, like, Murata.
Well, yeah, Canelo, he's 5'9", I think.
When I saw Canelo next to...
Is he 5'9"?
Kovalev. When I saw Canelo standing next to Kovalev, I was like,
no. It didn't matter.
I was like, yeah, and it turns out it didn't matter.
It never mattered.
But I was like... Oh, he's a lot smaller. Like, I didn't really quite expect that. So, it's, like, curious to me how he can really, stack up with, like, larger fighters. And so, Kovalev was 175, right?
Yeah.
These guys would be right under at 168?
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, if this is what Canelo's going to do, be in these larger weight classes, then I want to see how you stack up in those larger weight classes.
Yeah, I think that, me too. For me, Ryoto Murata is not at the same level as Canelo yet, so I don't really see a middleweight fight for Canelo unless he wants to fight Golovkin again, which would be a big fight, or if another fighter, such as Demetrius Andrade, who also is tied to the zone, creates that mandate by doing other things. The problem with Andrade, he hasn't created that mandate yet, right? You've got to win a bunch of fights against good fighters and create that. People want to see it, and it will happen, I think. So yeah, I want to see him at 168 next, I think, and then beyond that, if I could.
Well, that's really where like some of the like legacy building, like that kind of stuff. Like, well, yeah, let me see you. This is what I loved about Canelo coming up, right? That he would just kind of fight anybody, even if he wasn't ready, right?
Yeah.
And like, maybe this is really tough. Maybe this is hard. Maybe you lose some fights. I don't know, but like, it would be great to see like Canelo push himself.
Yeah.
In these larger weight classes.
I think so. To answer the question though, because I promised this is a question title, I'll give you the answer. I'd rather, I guess, would lean towards Callum Smith. Callum Smith, I think at 168 has looked in past fights, not his last fight, but in past fights, as like, oh, this guy could be awesome. So I think he would at least have the better chance. I favor Canelo over both those guys. Yeah. But I like both of those other fighters. And I'll tell you what, Saunders, he's a tricky guy too. He's got that weird style, you know what I mean? Yeah, I could see him giving Canelo some problems. I'd love to see both those fights. I could see either of these Callum Smith
fighters, this really being a call like for them to like come out like with their best. You know what I mean? So maybe you've been in the game a while, maybe you're disenchanted with where your career is at or what you thought it would be. Sometimes like landing a fight like this might be like, oh, like I'm coming out of the gate, like, you know, my camp's going to be stellar. I'm going to give it my all. And sometimes that can look a little bit different, you know? Yeah. Just because you reference seeing them before and them not being at their best.
Something else that can really encourage people to get out of the gate is when they watch Real Talk with Kelsey and Rachel. They just come out strong on that subscribe button. They're like, pew, 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 pew.
Okay.
Oops.
All right.
Anyway, subscribe though. Pew, pew, pew.